Hi everyone, we're live from Sun and Fun, day 2. I'm Russ Still with Gold Seal.
And I'm Nate Tennant. It's good to see you guys today.
We had kind of a washout yesterday with a lot of rain, but today the airplanes are flooding in and it's beautiful weather. We've got about 70 degrees. For a change, I'm not sweating to death here at Sun and Fun, so it's great weather.
No, especially right now with the sun the way it is. It's I got that nice breeze. I got my walking shoes on.
And we have done some walking this morning. We went out and shot some B-roll for you.
We did, yeah.
So we're going to talk about some of the things we saw earlier this morning. Now, a lot of the planes were still weathered out from yesterday, so it's a little bit slow getting them in this morning, but they're starting to fill in. So let's take a look at some of this video. Right now, we're broadcasting from Hangar C. And we're seeing right where we'll follow this video in. We are inside of here.
Yeah, so if you guys follow the walkway all the way over to the hangars, we're the second one to the very end. And you should check out all the booths here at Sun and Fun. But if you follow your way all the way through, we're in between Safe and the L3 booth here in Hangar C. And we would love to see all of you guys here. So come hang out. We've got a special gift for you if you come. And some nice discounts for our program. We'd love to talk to each and every one of you.
Yep, there's a nice G1000 and a 206. We've shot some, like I said, some B-roll here. Some of the warbirds here, we're looking at a Bearcat. Somebody may correct me. I believe that's a Grumman F8F. A beautiful airplane, brought in at the end of World War II. Don't see too many of them.
There's Flying Magazine. We're going to have someone from Flying Magazine coming by to talk to us.
We hope we're going to have that a little bit later. Let's see, just some random aircraft we shot this morning. I know for you who couldn't be here, we're trying to give you a virtual taste of what it was like about 10:30 or 11 o'clock on day 2 here at Sun and Fun.
You can see everyone's got the covers all over the engines and everything because it was pouring down rain yesterday.
Now the air cam. Now Nate, I know you've got a real affinity for this airplane.
I have a special place in my heart for this one. If I could have any plane out there right now, air cam is definitely high on the list. Just to be able to have twin time and be able to be open cockpit twin time is something hard to find.
Yeah, it's structured almost like an ultralight, but it's got, we can't really see with the cover on the front, but it's got a front section where the person with the camera or the person in the front's just got a wide open view of everything.
Yeah,
twin engine for security.
And if you're giddy about cameras like I am, that's what they use to shoot a lot of the IMAX films and Nat Geo and all of that stuff. The Orlando FSDO is right on the field here, so if you have any FAA needs, it's right here with everything else. Looking through the pits here,
S2B, yeah.
Getting us excited about the aerobatics that are about to start here in the next hour or so.
That's right. It's about 1:30 now, so we can figure the air show is going to be cranking up in about 30 minutes.
That's awesome.
We're back to the station air. We took some shots of this because I have a 182 and I love the airplane, but you know, a nice 206 turbo with a G1000 in it, that'd be my favorite ride. Maybe one day we'll move up and to something big like this. In fact, you know, I think we could get a lot of this gear in this in a 206. It's like a flying station wagon.
Yeah,
a lot of room inside of one.
When Russ and I are together, we tend to talk about what we dream about our airplanes to fly, and cut into the plane that I currently fly. If a lot of you guys know that I'm in a Pilatus, usually about 80 hours a month, and here's a shot of one of the new NGs that they have on the field here. These are very, very, very nice airplanes. It's really just a giant mutant 182 or 206 is what it is. Coming from airplanes that have 180 horsepower. This thing's got a Pratt & Whitney PT6 engine, 1,500 horsepower, downgraded to 1,200. So plenty of get up and go. And then here in a second, I tried to get some good video here so I could show you guys my favorite part of the Pilatus. And that is the tiny, tiny lavatory. See, we're panning across right now. I was going to show you the cockpit. The cockpit has that's the next gen cockpit. Those Pilatus NGs are pretty sweet. But the ones that I fly just have kind of a standard 6-pack, so that's way fancier than what I'm usually in. But here we go, the magic door. The biggest lav in the aviation industry.
It's the best seat in the house, isn't it?
The best seat in the house.
It's number one.
That's what it is. The captain's closet, if you will, where you can do your paperwork in the Oval Office.
The Oval Office, I like that.
There's not really any tank down there, just as a heads up. If you have to clean that, you literally have to reach in, pull it out, and wipe it out with your hands, which I do.
Now these, I remember we went by these
So these are cruisers.
Yes.
Yeah. So the cruisers are they're kind of a intermediate between an ultralight and a regular. It's not technically classified as an ultralight. It's still a.
Is it a light sport?
It is a light sport.
Okay, there we are.
And it's a super cool airplane. A lot of flight schools you'll notice, especially once you're getting your ratings, are switching to those because they're cheaper and easier to maintain, and they can get you all the same ratings that you would normally get with your private. You get your private for cheaper.
Okay.
So
well, you guys may know that we have a DC-3 that we fly. This is a C-47 over in the Warbirds area. That was the military version of a DC-3. So we're going to take a real quick look at what we had in the Warbirds this morning. And again, a lot of them hadn't come in yet. This is a P39 Airacobra. Pretty rare airplane. This one is labeled on the tail NACA. That was the precursor to NASA. They didn't pronounce it NACA. They did pronounce it NACA. But beautiful.
I've made that mistake with NACA Vince in the past.
Okay, yeah, yep. A beautiful P39. Don't see them very often. There's very, very few of these airplanes still flying. Glad to see one here. And we are going to pan on across from here.
Yeah, one thing that's interesting with these old planes, especially the C-47s and things like that, is they have, but some of them will have even bullet holes on the bottom of the airplane that's still left over from, the Normandy invasion, D-Day +2, those kind of those days. And since they're non-pressurized, if you think about it, there's really no need to patch the hole. So a lot of times, other than just adds extra drainage should you get water in there. And we got rained on in ours last year, and it was. Would have been nice to actually have a couple bullet holes in there.
We got a nice shot here of Stallion 51, I think, with a motorhome that size. Those guys are traveling in style. This is Lee Lauterbach's outfit out of Kissimmee, just south of Orlando. They do, unquestionably, the most P-51 training probably in the world, and Lee Lauterbach, I suspect, has more P-51 time than anybody in history, up in the thousands and thousands of hours. Now here we've got the Cirrus Vision Jet.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype about this when it first came out. It's a very cool plane. If you're going from Cirrus, an SR-22 to jet, that they actually train you in the SR-22. So you go straight from single engine piston to actually having your own single pilot jet.
Yeah, the SR-22 is actually the training airplane for the Vision Jet. Cirrus basically says that if you've got instrument rated and you're checked out in the SR-22, you're ready to move into the Vision Jet.
Yeah, it's a cool plane. All right, this is just getting me more excited for the aerobatics to come.
Okay, yep, air show, Michael Goulian.
Yep, so this is Goulian's plane, yep. And we didn't actually know that he was sponsored by Cirrus, but he was over by the Cirrus tent. And they had a very cool smattering of airplanes over there, getting me excited for the air show, for the aerobatics to come.
It was really nice walking around this morning, and still is. It's just unseasonably cool here, and really made today a great day to be outdoors. It's sun and fun. We've got a lot of people coming by today, enjoying seeing everybody out there.
Yeah, so this is great. You can see the top-down view. So this is where we are.
Yep. Hey everybody,
beautiful,
how's it going?
Lakewood, Florida.
Give us a wave.
Anybody want to wave? Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a great atmosphere here. I think everyone's been super nice. We've made a lot of friends. It's been really excited to see everyone come out and tell us about their experiences with flight training and just in flying in general.
Yeah, and reconnect with our old friends too.
Yeah,
we've got a lot of people lined up. We've got a lot of interviews scheduled today, and particularly tomorrow and Friday. I believe Patty Wagstaff is going to be with us at 10 o'clock in the morning. Rod Machado is going to check in with us on Friday. He's out in California, but we're going to pipe him in live. So Rod will be here virtually on Friday. You'll be able to ask him questions. We'll get you on the camera too if you want to talk to him. So we're looking forward to having a lot of fun interviews. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, and
kind of an interesting view, huh?
If you or any of your friends are at Sun and Fun and you think they'd have a good time talking to us, send them over. Leave comments down below as you're watching us live on Facebook and being live on YouTube. We would love to have any of you come say hey. Let us know you saw us on Facebook or saw us on YouTube, or let us know where you saw us. And we'd love to get you something special, or maybe even talk to you on camera if you'd like to.
Exactly. Let's get that video back rolling again. See if we still got our place. Okay, we're finishing up. We're looking here at the Cirrus, some T-34s. We're getting into the Warbirds area now. T-34s. There's the Bearcat. That's a T-28 Trojan. This was a trainer used in the 50s and probably into the early 60s by most of the military.
This looks like a big squished Texan.
Oh yeah, it's got like a a P-51 canopy on a looks like a big Grumman type airframe. Back to the Bearcat again, and I've heard we've got a lot more Warbirds that have already flown in today, so we're going to go out and shoot some more. That is everybody's favorite, the F4U Corsair. We've got some good angles of this, but pretty much this is probably the most recognizable World War II Warbird. And if you ask people who are into Warbirds, they're going to, what's your favorite? The F4U Corsair generally comes up as the #1 favorite. The odd shape of the wings was really because this airplane was designed for carrier operations. They couldn't have any longer landing gear than they already had, but they had to keep this monstrous prop, and I believe, I could be wrong, but I think that had a 16-foot radius on the prop. So the wings were swept down to make the landing gear further away so they could keep that prop off the ground. We couldn't go across the yellow line here, but we managed to get the camera there just after the Aeroshell T6 guys landed, so we did get a shot of him taxied in and parking.
Well, let's go ahead and stop. Well, Ethan, we'll go ahead and stop the video there because we were going to kind of wrap it up because we've got we got some good interviews coming up. But that's kind of your virtual tour of Sun and Fun. We've got more to talk about later. We'd love to be back on here, and we'll give you a little bit more update as the day progresses and more things start happening here. And it's been great so far.
Yeah,
we're excited.
Since you guys couldn't be here, we're here for you. It's a tough job, isn't it?
It is a very tough job.
Okay, thanks a lot. See you soon.
See you later.